Yeah, the first pose of class, child's pose, using it to get grounded. My intention for class today, because all of you who are here are like, you guys put the work in, the true north alignment. I don't, like, you know, the cues, you've been practicing for quite a while. So my intention for y'all's class today is to just call the pose, right? And let you be in the experience, your experience of flow and where you are today. And you guys adding in any type of modification you need. And get a few more breaths in child's pose. And now downward facing dog. Allowing the pose to happen. And using today's class to allow the flow you need to come into your body, the flow of your breath, of the physical movement. Listening to that gut instinct, right? Listening to what your mind is saying and adding in those shifts, right? Adding in the shifts to the signals your body sends, that your mind sends. Ragdoll. What do you need in your ragdoll? Halfway lift, thoracic spine in, fold down, extended mountain, hands to heart center, getting several breaths here. Your true north alignment in this pose. Honoring your breath. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold. Extended mountain, reaching up. Forward fold, flow. Maintaining that flow, halfway lift. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Okay, that was a S1E2. We're gonna do 2 more. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Fold down. Extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low plank. Upward facing dog. To downward facing dog. Feet step forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Rooting down into the ground, rise up, extended mountain. Forward fold. Halfway lift. And then low plank. From your low plank, upward facing dog. Pit of the belly and downward facing dog. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold. Starting our sun bee, sit into chair. Being with what is. Hey, being with what's coming up. Not changing it, not shifting it, acknowledging it. Forward fold. Halfway lift, flat back. And then take it down, low plank. Upward facing to downward facing dog. Right foot forward, warrior one. Yeah, and letting the pose be what it is, right? Knowing that it's enough. What you're doing is enough. Low plank. Upward facing to downward facing dog. Left foot forward, warrior one. Rooting down, rising up, and then staying. Adding in whatever it is that comes, right, into your mind, into your body. Listening to yourself. Low plank. Upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, flip dog. Warrior one. Right foot forward. Open up warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle. High plank. Side plank, right hand down, left side up. Low plank. Next, inhale, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Left side flip dog. Warrior one, footsteps forward. Warrior two. Reverse warrior. Side angle, elbow down to that front knee. High plank. Side plank, opposite side. Rooting down, pressing down into the earth. Low plank. Right, upward facing dog to downward facing dog. Being with what is rising up, thoughts, feelings. Not trying to shift them or, distract yourself from them, allowing them to come up. And again, then just kind of like float away, waiting for that next signal to come in. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair, fold down. Halfway lift, low plank. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. Right foot steps forward, crescent lunge. On the ball mound of the back foot, take your twist. Left elbow down. Warrior two. Low plank. Upward facing. Downward facing dog. Left foot forward, crescent lunge. Right elbow down, taking your twist. Open up warrior two. Low plank. It's shifting the energy, moving it out. Upward facing dog, fill up, new breath in. Downward facing dog, sigh it out. Ah. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, chair, twisting chair. Come back to center. Twist opposite side. Forward fold, peace fingers in between your big toe and second. Take your halfway lift. Ignite your arms, pull yourself down. Gorilla. Yeah, palms to toes, forward fold. Crow. Feet together. Yeah. Playing with your crow, knowing you have time here, or your yogi squat, whatever you chose. Downward facing dog. Feet forward, top of your mat. Halfway lift, forward fold, extended mountain, eagle right side, right knee on top, right arm under. Okay, like now we're in equanimity and the balancing series. Tadasana. Eagle left side, left knee on top, left arm under. And balancing out. Balancing mind-body connection. Tadasana. Eagle right side. Eagle left side. Standing leg raise, right knee up. Knee out. Standing leg raise left side, left knee lifts. Okay, balancing out. Taking your knee out when you're ready. Okay, you're kind of taking the fluff out today, right? Like just like being with what is. Come back to center, opposite side. Right knee lifts. Being in your experience, adding into the pose what you need. Airplane. Being gentle with your thoughts and your transitions. Half moon. Standing leg raise, left knee up. Great work. Airplane. Half moon. Letting the pose be what it is, right? Letting it happen, letting it present itself. Tadasana. Tree right side. You're taking tree once on each side, adding in your fullest expression in this moment. Right? Taking your tree where you want it to go. Left side. Tree. Yeah, and being patient with yourself. Having grace for yourself, for the pose. Setting your sights on your North Star, right? Letting yourself shine bright. Forward fold. Halfway lift. Low plank. Up dog to downward facing dog. Deep inhale. And then open mouth, sigh it out. Release some of that energy. Right foot forward, warrior one. Warrior two. Triangle. A side facing, wide-legged forward fold. Pyramid. Right foot forward, left foot steps up. Hands can interlace behind your back. Hands at hips. Left hand down, twisting triangle. Right arm up, right shoulder up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, low plank, upward facing, downward facing dog. Cleansing breath if you need it. Left foot forward, warrior one. Open up, warrior two. Triangle. Letting the pose present itself. Like where your body wants to go in the pose, listening and adding those cues in. Right? Allowing yourself to be your own teacher. And I'm your guide. You guys add in what you need. Straddle fold. Second wide-legged forward fold. What do you need? What is your body saying? What is your mind saying? Pyramid, left foot forward. And then twisting triangle, right hand down. Left arm reaching up, left shoulder reaching up. Forward fold. Halfway lift, fill up. Low plank. Up dog to downward facing dog. High plank. And then lower all the way down, hips and shoulders connect to your mat. Arms rest by your side. Locust. Hands and release behind your back. Using your breath to create that flow in your body, that rocking motion. Release, opposite ear down. All right, second locust coming up. Release the pose. Floor bow, reaching for your ankles. If you took one side, grab the other side. Here for a few more breaths. And then release. Windshield wiper your legs left to right. Coming into upward facing dog, you're gonna hold up dog for a little bit. Walking your hands to be underneath your shoulders. And then shoulders pull together and they drop down toward your tailbone. Head presses up. Bring that length between the ears and the collarbones. Downward facing dog. Camel. And standing on your knees. And going into camel when you're ready. Hero's pose, sitting toward your heels. Camel. Shifting your thoughts. And you're just allowing the pose to happen, not making it mean anything, and doing what you can. Broken toe pose, sitting on, like curling the toes under, sitting towards your heels. Bridge. Once you make your way onto your back and you have your feet connected and arms connected, hips come up, bridge. Release. And then come back up, bridge. Rooting down, rising up. Lower. And then bridge or wheel. Coming up, rooting down. Letting your heart shine bright, right? Letting the pose shine, letting like that energy come into your body, knowing you have put so much work in already. And it was for this moment. Hey, letting like shine. Like let that energy come in, generate it, let joy happen. Release. Take your breath in, fill up. And it's the final one of class, the final back bend, bridge your wheel. Walking your shoulders under, right? Like what do you need to let yourself shine? Adding that in, if it's the toes pressing, the heels pressing, that block, imaginary block between the thighs and you press, right? Igniting. Yes, come down, great work. Supta Baddha Konasana, that's butterfly, feet together, knees out. Left hand on your heart, right hand on your stomach. Butterfly. Yeah, acknowledge the energy you've brought in. Happy baby. Yeah, your fullest expression and happy baby. A joyful one. And then rock and roll forward and back. Coming into boat. That's going to be our stability for class today, holding boat. Yeah, if you want to move your glutes out of the way to really get grounded, add that in. Sternum lifts up, pit of the belly in. Toes pull towards you. Take your breath in, fill up together here. Exhale, low boat, shoulders lower. Inhale, high boat, lift. Exhale, low boat. Inhale, high. Great work, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, flip dog. And now half pigeon, right knee forward. Being with what is rising up. So many times I want to distract myself from feeling and processing what it is, and I keep myself busy all day long. And I have to write myself a permission slip to just sit in the stillness, to be with what I'm feeling. Because when I acknowledge it, that's then when I can move out of it and through it. Right? And I can do that. I can even add my breath work in just to really get present. Downward facing dog, and then creating flow and creating movement, alternating your knees bending, allowing, right, some of that energy to release and move out. Left leg lifts, bend your knees, stack your hips. Yeah, flip dog. Half pigeon, left knee forward. Yoga is great not only for the physical body, right, to create length and get a stretch. It's also for like mental health, mental shifts, allowing allowing me to get out of my head. And that's kind of the practice of yoga, mental, physical, and then when they combine, there's like a bit of a spiritual aspect of it that comes in, and we each have our own version of that spiritual feeling that we get in connecting with self. Like the unexplainable shifts that happen, viewing them as like a miracle for yourself. The shifts in the pose. One day, like, oh my gosh, I'm doing half pigeon. I didn't think I'd get here. Yeah, that's some of my inner dialogue. Okay. The honoring yourself and the miracle that you are. Downward facing dog. Coming to seated, legs out in front. Right foot in. Taking your fold or your twist. Other side, left foot in. Letting the expression come from the inside out. Now both legs out, reaching for your toes. Reverse tabletop. Fish. Yeah, like a heart opener here. Sternum lifting up. Moment to express from the inside out. Releasing, coming into your inversion of choice. I'll call out some options. You could take headstand, legs up the wall, supported bridge, child's pose. And now making your way out of the pose. You'll set up for supine twist. Knee in, taking it across. And then back to center, other side. Butterfly. And now for all of that hard work you've put in Shavasana, get an extended Shavasana today. Yeah, I encourage that cleansing breath in through the nose. Deep sigh out, releasing the energy. Deep rest. Allowing yourself to be in the pose. To relax on your mat. Starting from the toes softening. Taking that relaxation down into the soles of your feet. From the tops of your toes, softening then the tops of your feet. Relaxing now in your ankles. And from your ankles into The legs, your shins and your calves softening, allowing the knees to release towards the floor. Same thing for the upper legs, your thighs, allowing the bones to drop down towards the earth. Hip bones releasing. Okay, letting the earth support you. Taking that relaxation and that release into your back, from your low back up towards your shoulders. Shoulders dropping down. Awareness from the center of your sternum out towards your collarbones, bringing in ease. Sending that ease down into your arms, towards your elbows, towards your wrists, into your palms and into your fingers. Feeling deep rest. And as the earth or the mat, right, like supports your shoulders and your head, I want you to then bring ease into your neck from the base of your ears down towards your collarbones. Even from the base of your chin down towards the center of your sternum, softening the neck. From the base of your head down towards the shoulders, your traps. Just softening the entire neck, front and back. Bringing ease from the bridge of your nose down along your sinus cavities. And from the bridge of your nose down along the edge of your nose towards your nostrils. Now your upper lip relaxing. And let that lower lip join in. That space now between your eyebrows up to the center of your forehead. Bringing ease down towards your temples, down into your jaw hinge. Your eyes soften, the eyes and the eyelids relax. Soaking up the deep rest. Taking a slightly deeper breath. Being gentle as you wake yourself up. Rolling over onto your side. I want you to pause on your side. And I want you to honor who you are and how you show up every day, every moment. And coming up to seated, hands to heart center. And as a class, we're going to take a breath in together here. Fill up. Empty out. Thumb knuckles up to your forehead. Together we say, Namaste.